Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim 2020 video. Today we're on the introduction series, How to Drive, and today we're on the original Portsmouth direct line, and this is the introduction to the class 444, and of course that means we are driving the class 444 EMU, electrical multiple unit, in the South West Trains unbranded livery. So let's get started straight away. Introduction to the Class 444. Welcome to Fratton Station on the Portsmouth Direct Line. Today you'll be driving the Class 444 Desiro unit. You are about to perform your first drive of the line just before rush hour. I am your mentor for this short shift and will happily point out areas of interest and give driving hints and tips. Large pop-up windows with lots of information like this one will pause your drive until you manually close it, so that you can absorb everything at your own pace. Passengers are waiting here at Fratton Park to board the train. To do this, you should press the T key for them to board the train. Whilst we wait for passengers to board, please take a moment to look around the cab by holding the right mouse button and panning with the mouse. I will explain the main controls of the Class 444 using the driver's interface so we can get moving. The red lever is the combined throttle and brake which provides power to your locomotive. Currently it is set to a negative value so that no power is being supplied and the brakes are on. The blue lever is the reverser that determines your direction of travel. Currently it is set at 0%. Pushing this lever forwards to 100% will set your direction to travel forwards, and pulling it back to minus 100% will put you into reverse. To get moving, wait until the passengers have boarded. When the red line on the HUD heads up display has disappeared, then set your reverser into forward, move the lever up and gently apply power with the throttle by moving it slowly forwards above the middle dotted line. The first signal is clear for the next section, but there will be more information on the signalling before you reach the next signal. Moving forward, I'm just not driven this train in ages, and I'm just looking for the lights. There we go. That should do. Right, we can now get moving. You can't open the window here. Good job, you are moving on the driver's interface. Good job, you are moving. On the driver's interface, you are shown the current speed and current maximum line speed. Try not to exceed the line speed, as you will be penalised while driving career system scenarios. Speed limit changes coming up are also shown on the track profile on the driver's interface, so ensure you leave enough distance to brake. When you need to slow down, gently move the throttle back below the dotted halfway line to apply the brakes. You will need to be at a complete stop at stations before the passenger's boarding process can begin. On the track shortly before signals are yellow AWS ramps. Sorry, let me say that again. On the track shortly before signals are yellow AWS ramps. If the signal is showing a state other than clear, then a buzzer will sound in the cab, which you need to acknowledge by pressing the AWS button or pressing the Q key. If you fail to respond to the AWS buzzer in time, your emergency brakes will automatically be applied and your train will stop. To get moving again, you must acknowledge the AWS, set the reverser to forward and gently apply power with the throttle. If the signal is clear, then you will hear a chime as you pass over the AWS ramp. Continue driving out of Fratton towards Portsmouth and Southseas. You will need to clear the AWS at least once. If the signal is red, as in the picture, then you'll have to stop until it clears. After it clears, you can continue on to Portsmouth and Southseas, where the tutorial will end and you'll have dropped off passengers. Before you get to the next signal, here is a little information about the signals on the Portsmouth Direct line. Please check the manual for further details. Colour light signals are used for controlling running movements. They display aspects by means of red, yellow and green coloured lights. Single yellow light, preliminary caution, proceed, but be prepared to stop at the next signal. Double yellow lights, preliminary caution, proceed to be prepared to find the next signal displaying one yellow light. Double flashing yellow lights indication of diversion route ahead on the next. But one, proceed, be prepared to find the next signal displaying one flashing yellow light. Green light, clear, proceed, the next signal is displaying a proceed aspect. Red light, danger, stop. You will receive an AWS warning for all the signals except a green signal. Close this window to continue. I was hoping that would go all the way. We'd be able to go all the way to Portsmouth. It looks like you'll have to wait for a passing class 444 to depart from Portsmouth and Southseas before we can move. When this train has passed, you will see the signal change to 2 yellow lights and you'll be able to set off. But it should be putting that up straight after when you're coming around the corner to a red. They should have paused it so you could, and then done it if this is a tutorial. I still remember coming down here the first time on Microsoft Train Simulator. I actually missed the Microsoft Train Simulator days because you could actually merge the routes. So you could drive all the way from London Victoria all the way to Portsmouth. Or you can drive all the way from Brighton to Portsmouth. That is really missing on this up-to-date train sim. Right, you can now go, it's a double yellow. I will do a scenario at some point on the updated Portsmouth Direct line, which includes up to Waterloo. We have to slow down to 25 miles per hour. Just let us coast here. It's the AWS alarm to say that we've got a yellow in front of us. As we pull into Portsmouth and Southseas platform 3, which is a terminus. Platform 3 and 4 are terminus, while platform 1 and 2 on the higher level carry on to Portsmouth, where you can then get the ferry over to the Isle of Wight. So I'm guessing this is the end of the tutorial. So thank you for joining us on this short tutorial in an introduction to the 444 EMU. Feel Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Ring that bell notification to keep up to date with all future content. Don't forget to press T to let all your passengers out. I just have to wait for this scenario to end. I will do other scenarios on the original Portsmouth Direct Line, as well as the updated Portsmouth Direct Line that includes Waterloo. But all we need now is Charing Cross, and we ain't got Charing Cross in Train Sim. You have completed the scenario successfully. You may now use the other scenarios for Class 444. Thank you, very kind of you. Take care everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.